Alright. Hey, I'm Aqua or Aquarius of Fallen Snow if you don't know me. Welcome to a CarX video. If you've been here before, welcome back. Happy to have you here again. Real quick before we get into this video, I just want to thank y'all for the love and support you've been showing on the recent videos. I know I don't have a huge channel, but even the few views I've been getting and a couple likes here and there, it means the world, so thank you. In this video, I think I'm going to rock the Subi. It's been treating me well. I'm just going to chill and talk for a little bit and see if I can't rack up a few gold runs on some different maps. As you can see, I already have gold on the base and the reverse. Over 30k on both runs, and I didn't really do much on them. So I think I'll try this one out on the parking lot and see how we do. But yeah, I think in this vid I want to talk about something that's been on my mind since talking about, botting and all that in the other videos. If you've been seeing those videos, you probably already know. I won't catch you up if you haven't and you don't know what I'm talking about. I definitely suggest going back and checking out my videos from the past few days, and it'll kind of get you caught up and you'll understand what I'm talking about here. But something that kind of cheeses me is like thinking about all the artists that aren't gonna get the recognition they deserve, you know what I mean? I feel like there's a lot of great artists out there that don't really get the recognition they deserve, and a lot of the time like bigger artists or people who have money to pump into stuff kind of get seen over, artists with a lot of real talent. And that is pretty frustrating, I know a lot of great artists that aren't getting the recognition they deserve, and hopefully they will in the future, but that's even one of the reasons I started making music in the first place, was seeing all the mainstream artists that, I felt like weren't being passionate with it, or that didn't really have the skills, But not bad. Gold on the first run. I think I'm gonna run it back, see if I can't get a bit of a better score, and we'll see how we do. But yeah, one of the reasons I started making music was just hearing people's like bars and stuff in rap and knowing that, I could do better. But then there's also a lot of like other underground artists that can spit a lot better than mainstream artists, you know what I mean? So that got me passionate for looking into underground music, but then also for making my own, Some nice drifts here. Let's try and keep it going. But yeah, I don't know. I've been making music for around 6 years, and I've already seen a few people that, would rather not put the amount of work in that I'm trying to put in. They'd rather just spend money for bots, or they think that they can just buy a good setup and it'll automatically make them good. But no, you gotta practice, you gotta put the work in to really like get good and understand what's going on, you know what I mean? And we don't want to get too close to the wall here, because this thing's got a lot of power in it. Okay, a little bit better there. Now let's see what we can do on the reverse. And I feel like even me being an underground artist, I haven't gotten the credit that I deserve for my bars, but I'm not really pressed on getting a bunch of credit or respect for my shit until like I put more work in and I get my shit even cleaner, you know what I mean? But I want people to realize like how much work I put in and how much work a lot of other people put into their crafts. And like it shouldn't just reflect in the amount of followers or the views that people get, you know what I mean? Because a lot of the time it's mostly just, bots or people who are just paying for shit that, they haven't put the work in to get themselves, you know what I mean? This run isn't going bad so far, but I feel like I can definitely get it cleaner and rack up more points, because some of my transitions haven't been the best. And I can keep more speed to get the score higher. Because yeah, that round wasn't even gold. What the hell? I think we can fix that. Let's run it back and try it again here. Slow it down right off the start. Hold this angle. Good. And we'll transition a little bit early, slow it down, speed it up. This isn't going poorly, but I don't want to jinx it like in my last Cami Road video. And I think I did. Oh, that was a gross section there. Try not to look at my shadow either, my clone here. This is feeling better. I'll try and take it a bit wider. And then pinch it in a little bit. Oh shit. Bro, and that was going better. Damn, I'll finish the run because it's going better than the last one, but that sucks. See, I know what I'm doing, but I was just pushing it a little too hard there. But we can clean it up for the end. Oh yeah, look at this, bro. Look at that, keep it clean, keep it smooth. That was better, even with the spin out. Let's hit it one more time. But yeah, I don't know, I feel like credit is kind of one of the reasons I try to do what I do and like try to inspire, because you know, I look up to MF Doom when it comes to rap and hip hop. You could probably even tell from some of my older songs, even on the even my most recent EP, it has some beats from MF Doom that I rapped on. I think my flow's a little bit different than his, but it is, you know, inspired by his bars. But I always thought it was sick how people said he's your favorite rapper's favorite rapper. You know what I mean? And that's kind of what inspired me to get into rap, is like, you know, try and inspire people to make better bars and think differently about rap. I don't know if you can necessarily call my rap conscious rap anymore. I was kind of trying to do that at the start, but not as much anymore. I'm just kind of rocking with the beats and trying to make cool songs, you know what I mean? What'd we get there? Better than the last run? A little bit better, improving every time. Here, let's see if we can break 20k on the reverse. It's already a good start. And even this instrumental makes me think of Suicide Boys, right? And they were also a pretty big inspo to me through like the end of elementary school and high school. Like the I Wanna Die in New Orleans EP and Stop Staring at Your Shadows, I think it's called, like the purple cover one. I think those are two of their best works, and I know they do like different stuff now, but those two EPs got me through a lot, I'll say that. And you know, I kind of hope that I can be that for other people too, helping them get through tough times with, you know, my music, help them feel like someone feels what they're going through and they can relate, right? Yeah, this one might be a bit harder to break 20k on. I'm trying to draw it out at the end here. Right, better than the last round. But yeah, like I said, the Subi's been treating me well. I like it. It's definitely up there with Godzilla for one of my favorite cars in the game. But yeah, I think I'm gonna leave this video here for now. If you enjoyed, make sure to show some love, it would be greatly appreciated. Like I mentioned at the start of the video, right? But yeah, if you've been rocking with the CarX content, definitely check out my channel because I've been posting videos daily with it. And if it's not CarX, it's probably Hearthstone, but I'm trying to find other games I can mix in there as well. If there's anything you want to see me play, drop it in the comments and I'll try to get those videos out for you. But until then, I'll leave this here for now. Like I say at the end of all my videos, I love you, stay safe, good luck, and take it easy.